Alberta is a leader in a lot of the sorry statistics in terms of having the highest rate of domestic violence. It's really quite sad.
This last year at our shelter has been extremely high. We have been full pretty much the whole year.
It makes you sad, and it makes you disappointed, and it makes you frustrated, but it is reality.
We have a great platform to be able to go out there and say, not only is this wrong, but here's how things should be.
People think it's always kind of happening back door. It's not a lot going on. But once you see the statistics, it is jaw-dropping.
ACWS has been working with men and boys to end violence against women for probably a decade and had a long association with Jackson Katz, who's developed the curriculum with us. Players from both the Stampeders and the Eskimos train together, and it's a really hands-on, interactive type of training.
The stuff that we're going to talk about is not necessarily easy, but it's something that needs to be talked about. The reality is it's a part of our society and a part of our culture that needs to change.
The training sessions were awesome. It was something that we were all very excited about getting involved with.
It just definitely opened my eyes and my vision. I have a daughter and a wife, and how I approach them and other women that are around, you know, and understand that words matter.
We found at the end of the first day, we had gone over by an hour and a half because nobody wanted to leave. We wanted to learn more.
It's been great working with both teams, and both teams have selected absolutely stellar players to work with us. They're doing an amazing job with the kids. It's been, I think, very moving for everybody who's been involved, and I think in some ways really life-changing.
So you guys sit up here and you see, oh, you know, this guy's a big football player, you know, two-time Grey Cup champion. But me, as a kid, I was a victim of domestic violence. Whereas I used to come home every night and hear my mom getting beat by my father. And I heard her yelling. It was physical. It was emotional. It's tough for a little kid sitting in this room trying to figure out how can you help your mom? And I can't do anything. One night, she packed up me, my brother, and my sister, and we drive 2 days to drive to Seattle, Washington. And we ended up in a shelter in Seattle. Women go through this all the time, every day. But I was blessed with an opportunity to be a part of the solution. I want to show that anybody can make it out of it. If I did, you guys can. It's all right for me, because if I can help one person, job is well done.
Let's be honest, 74%, that's terrible. If I was to go stand over here and draw a line, everybody on that side of the gym, that's 74%. That's how many people either have been or know somebody that has been a victim of domestic violence. It's the worst in Canada, and we're better than that. We all got to stand together and make a change.
Some of the kids, you know, have already talked about it. After the first session, they were talking about it. Second session, they were talking about it again. So I think it is making a difference.
The three main ones, we got verbal, physical, and sexual. Give me some verbal.
It's not like they're fat.
There you go, right there. Tell them they fat. There you go.
Giving them orders in the end.
Giving them orders. You do this because I said do it, and you have to do it.
Ignoring somebody?
Ignoring. My mom used to say was, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt. You guys have heard that?
Yeah.
Words hurt, don't they? Because if you hear something consistently over and over and over and over again, you start to believe it. What are some of physical?
Pushing or shoving?
Pushing or shoving.
Getting in somebody's face?
Yeah. You like when I'm all up in your grill? No? No? These are some forms of abuse. This list can go on and on. But we get to a point where we only see these three things, and then we forget about those and be like, nah, not really. But it is.
It's been kind of a big part of my life. And so to hear that people are talking about it now so that we don't get ourselves into situations where we're in unhealthy relationships is really helpful.
The Working Together project, funded by Status of Women Canada, allowed us to support the Mountain Road Shelter in Rocky Mountain House to go into St. Matthew's School 3 times, building each time to support sustained change.
There's no longer for me being a bystander. But we'll give you guys some tools to be able to diffuse situations.
The CFL player presentation was the finale to this work, leveraging an Engaging Men initiative for an integrated community intervention.
If you just open your eyes and look around, you can see that it is a big issue. This is incredibly important for our entire society. This is something that benefits everybody to get this message out.
I can't change, the things that happened to me as a kid in the past, but I can help a kid who's going through it right now. I just want to be able to empower kids to know that, it's not the end, we can start right now.
There are likely people in this room who have an issue or know somebody or are experiencing it at home. And we will leave some information behind for you in terms of different contacts and information in case you need any kind of help or looking to support a friend and are not quite sure what to do. Everyone can play a role in ending violence against women and girls. If people are prepared to join with the players, join with ACWS to lead change, we can have a significant impact on the community.
And this is kind of the start. Gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on, what to look for even. Maybe you guys haven't experienced it, but it's something that you will experience, I can promise you that much. We're helping them understand this is where things need to go, and you can change, they don't have to stay that way. Leading change, that's exactly what we're doing.
For information on the Leading Change Inspired Communities model and how to implement it in your community, contact the Alberta Council of Women's Shelters.